Ben?
I'm up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you are.
Oh, just an old comp. It's not a bad
Yeah,
little
no.
spot to talk, you know.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I feel like I should have gone up there with you, but I was so tired and I don't do well crying in front of others, so I knew I would have cried.
Yeah, it was pretty emotional. Jesse and I dug him a grave, and the
That's what he
ground was
said.
frozen, and took a while, but we stayed at it until we gave him a proper burial and said words over. And we waited a little bit for you and
No,
Ellie
Ellie,
to come, but
Ellie needed to calm down, and I needed to gather my thoughts and just try to process what happened, and I know why it happened.
you got any answers yet?
There's a story about a swan crossing a river, and a scorpion needed to ride across to get away from birds that were trying to hunt him. So he begged the swan to let me cross with you on your back, and the swan said no initially because he knew that the scorpion was a stinging creature and the scorpion would sting him. The scorpion said, I swear on my life, I will not sting you if you let me cross on your back. The swan conceded, and today they crossed. About halfway across the river, the scorpion stings the swan. And the swan, dying, filling its body with poison, asked him, why did you do that? And the scorpion said, it's just what I do. Now we both die. Jesse hadn't done that. If Ellie hadn't told him that she was afraid, that's why she wanted to leave him. Hack wouldn't have shot her then, but there's always a future where if Hack is going back to his old ways, he might do it again. I don't know Hack, and I've only known from what I've met of him and from what you and Jesse have told me. You can't trust a dog to bite again. And Hack's not a dog, but he is a man. And a man who knew that he would hurt people. And I was so scared he was going to hurt Ellie. And I was prepared. I was prepared for him to die too. I just didn't think Jesse would be the one to do it.
And when Jesse rolled over to him, I knew one of them ain't coming back.
No, I knew that too. Should have felt it. He said he wouldn't hurt anybody, he wouldn't do anything wrong, but this has happened before, hasn't it? Not with me or Ellie, but before, where somebody gets hurt and he eventually hurts somebody. And I think she knew that too, and that's why she was afraid of him. And she couldn't live afraid. And I think there's so much going on, and I knew why he did it. Because there was a chance that it would happen again in the future. History is a funny way of repeating itself. Things may have been okay. The scorpion can say, I won't sting, I won't kill. But there is always a chance that it's going to. Accidental or on purpose. Just wish it didn't have to be this way. I really thought for the best. I really did. I
And
thought
me,
we could all walk away from it.
well, I was very hopeful when Hawk and I had words up at the place, and before I left, and everyone, I'll be honest, I never felt closer to people since my time in the war. That people have said that they got me back. I didn't have to worry about it in the war because I knew the man next to me felt like he was already dead as well. So we start to, accept things like that, and you do what you can to do to survive and to help
No,
the man on your left and right survive.
true.
And
And it just took me a bit to let it all sink in. I was so I was shocked to see him shoot him. after what Ellie had told me about what Aquid was just at, and he just wanted to talk to Jesse, and it just. Even if they didn't kill each other on that mountaintop, it might have happened again.
I was, be honest with you, Sonia, I was hoping to have talked with Hawk before he and Jesse talked to each other.
Me too.
Because there were a few things I wanted to say to Hawk. I wanted him to know my mind and hopefully understand where I was coming from.
I told him I was scared too.
I wasn't
told him
scared,
about
dude.
Strawberry.
I mean, he could have shot me. I can handle me on business. But,
I was scared that he might hurt Ellie.
That he might have. I mean,
Jesse
told me that he talked about it.
He may not have then, but he could have in the future. It was bound to happen.
And what happened wasn't about one single thing.
No.
Jesse has a very strong urge to protect all of us. That's what he does.
I saw him kill a bear in front of me. Ben, Jesse killed a damn grizzly bear charging at me. He never kills bears. You know that.
I know.
They're so important to him, and the bear fell dead at my feet because it was me or the bear.
He made a choice, Sonia. You shouldn't think lightly on that.
I do not think lightly at all. It just hurts so much to lose someone and have that hope, and then know that hope was futile. Because it was going to happen in the future. Somebody was going to hurt Ellie again, and it would have just repeated itself all over again. He didn't hurt me because he knew Ellie loved me, but that doesn't speak for anybody else in our group.
And I told Jesse that, when we started coming down from the mountain, right? And we had DOG with us, and Jesse and I were riding in the rear, and that damn dog kept running in between me horse's legs. I told him I was afraid for my life. Because, at that moment I knew that if my horse runs over that dog, he's gonna shoot me.
Yeah.
Well, what way is that to live?
Not a way at all. And at first I thought I would be afraid of Jesse too. My first evil initial thoughts were that, my God, if I disagree and if I feel like he did wrong there, he's going to shoot me too. I don't think that's the right way to go about it. I knew that it was going to happen again with Hack. Everything part this. Even if, they were broken apart and he lived with that. Him and Ellie both lived after that. It was going to happen in the future. Somebody was going to hurt her and he was going to do something drastic.
Well, and I think the point is not that he did something drastic to someone else. It's that he did something drastic to people that he's, he and I, Hawk and I, we shed blood together,
I know.
We went out, we used to go on these big bounty chases, kill 40, 50 people. He, myself, and Jesse, sometimes crawfish. And, you bond with a person when you're under hail of gunfire and tough times. And yet a little simple thing. He turns his horse into mine, and I turn my horse into his, and my horse happens to be the one that lives. I know he loved that goddamn horse, but then he takes a shot at me. Now, that shot, I told Jesse last night, if it were me, standing there, would I have pulled the trigger? And my answer would have been no. And the reason is because it felt like we turned a little bit of a corner, And the only reason I rode back to Hawk when I killed his horse after he shot at me a couple of times, because his shots were so wide, and I know Hawk is a damn good shot, that I had no fear that he was going to shoot me then and there. But I knew I had to make a right on it, even though he was kind of fucking me on the money and all that. At the end of the day, it was alright. I was just trying to make the peace,
I know. I don't know if this is the right way to do it.
But the whole thing with Ellie, he was telling, Jesse said that he was, holding him off. That Hawk for weeks has been wanting to do me in. So I miss Hawk. I think we should remember all the good things about him, And I don't know what the hell got into him the last few weeks and a few months, but he lost his
He
way a
hasn't.
bit. He hadn't something's
He,
something. I think the emotion of falling in love with Ellie has again. I don't know. You know,
I think it was the possessiveness. But at the
he
same
couldn't.
time, I don't want to smirch his character.
Well, he couldn't handle it. You know, we can love a fella and admit his faults, but we should remember his, the good things. He was a hell of a.
Jesse
He was a
lied, and
man to be
he
feared.
Jesse may have lied to him, but Jesse did it for me.
He
Jesse's done
damn
a lot for me.
Sonya, he
I
damn
can't.
sure would have killed you. I'm gonna tell you right now. If Jesse didn't step in between the two of you, he would have killed you. You think he? I mean, for me, I've been,
I feel.
I shed blood
Part,
with him, Sonya,
I know, Ben.
and he
Part
was
of me
gonna
thinks
kill
that he
me.
wouldn't. I know. And part of me thinks that he wouldn't because Ellie loves me so much, and he loves Ellie. But it just there was no risk there. There shouldn't have been a risk. There was a risk he was going to kill Ellie. Maybe not that day on the ridge.
Oh, he may have come to that conclusion eventually if he didn't act upon his urges. But I'm telling you right now, as I stand here, his urge would have been to kill you. Just look, he looked past the fact that I dove into the goddamn fire to get Ellie out of it. Caught fire myself, and managed to barely make it into the water before all my clothes were burned off.
And he was still angry at you before too about other things, though. But that's not the point. It's just I could have hurt her again. I could have accidentally hurt her again. For sure of it.
Right.
And it would have just been another vicious cycle.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it was Hawk, who, and that's why I wanted to talk to him beforehand, because it sounded like what he did. I mean, noble though it may seem, to put your life on the line like that, he made the wrong bet. And I understand why Jesse did it, because Jesse believes for sure that he intended to kill him. And he just missed and said second thoughts.
Not then, but later, if something happened like this again, yes.
It would have happened. I'm telling you right now, if I had hit that dog coming down from the mountain, it'd have been me right in that firing line.
No.
Or you, or it would have been her, or what have you. I hate that he's gone, I do. He's a nice man.
I hate that he's gone too, I know, it hurts so much. Yeah. But I can't forsake the family that I have now.
I know. We should remember that Hawk was
I should hate every bit of this, and I do. It's just I can't leave you. I can't leave you, Jesse. I can't leave the girls. I can't leave Ellie. And I don't know how she's gonna react to this. She's not been at the cabin, but I need to pay my respects to Hack for the time that we had. I even got a can of kidney beans and a pack of beer for him so we could have the beer.
Yeah.
God damn it. We should just go. It's getting dark. Jesse.
Where did you have you seen Jesse at all?
No, I haven't. I asked Deerhorn. I haven't.
What about what do you think Ellie's gonna do?
I'm scared. Jesse thought that she was gonna for sure stay with Hack. She didn't. But it took 45 minutes to talk about. But
kind of surprised by that, I'll be honest with you. I didn't see that one coming.
I did. She was afraid and she didn't want to live in fear. And I think that's also another reason why Jesse did that. Is because
well, yeah, like I said,
she confides in me.
Well, Jesse has a strong urge to protect people that he rides with, and he means it. And the other thing I know about Jesse is when he offers his opinion, he's serious about it, and he don't like being not taken seriously.
I took him seriously. I did. You may not have felt it, but it's just we grieve and we react in different ways. I had to take my days to think.
Did you see? Have you run into Jesse yet?
No, I didn't.
All right.
I was looking for him.
What did Ellie tell you before you split off last night?
Came back with me to the cabin. We both were afraid that if we disagreed with him, it would be our lives too. And I just, it was a discussion of living in fear. And I'm not going to live in fear of somebody who's protected me.
I don't think you got nothing to fear about with Jesse. I mean, just don't
No,
shoot,
I don't.
don't shoot at him and try to kill him.
Well, no, of course not.
Don't fuck him over. I mean, if you, I mean,
I don't think
you
I
know,
have.
same for anyone else, you know.
I'm pretty sure I haven't. I've been by his side since we've met.
I mean, you know, Jesse,
For him
he don't
pointing
go
a
out
gun at
there.
me,
Right,
he pointed a gun at me.
Oh, he did he?
Remember when he was on that fucking heroin? He wasn't himself. He
Oh
pointed
yeah.
a gun at me.
Well,
I
yeah,
didn't know how I was reacting to him. I didn't
yeah,
know how bad it was.
that's
We've had
I'm never
fights.
taking that again. I'm never taking that again, not at all.
No, I know. It's just
But that incident with the bear tells you everything you need to know about Jesse Wallace.
especially how he feels towards me, I guess.
All right.
Don't want him thinking any less of me for not going up there when I did. I was so tired. I needed to think, I needed to drink, and I needed to let it wash over me. I can't do things the quick way he does. And I told him that. Not everybody does things immediately like he does. It's not ripping a band-aid for some. It's a slow hurt. And it was a slow hurt. And I think I hurt myself because of it. Because I had hope that it would be different and I should have known better. Beauty of hindsight.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with hope. But like you said with the Swan, you know,
It was gonna happen.
a scorpion's gonna be a scorpion, Senya.
Turdigator's gonna be a turdigator. It still snaps at you no matter what.
That's right.
Just what it does.
So do you put your finger in its throat even though you know it's gonna bite it off? No.
Even though it says it's not, and it does it anyway.
Right.
Whether it's on purpose or on accident, it's still gonna do it.
Right.
We're all murderers. I am at least. I'm gonna murder again, probably for the life of others. Like I did for the life of my husband.
Well, we killed that fella in over there that was running his mouth the other day over there, and you know. So what do you think that was?
Wait, which fella running his mouth?
Over there in Strataberry, you know. Guy on the horse who starts, running his mouth to Jesse. As soon as he drew a
God.
weapon, all four of us drew ours and blew the shit out of him.
I know. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not saying that. Take it lightly. Every time I pull the trigger on someone, it means something.
I know it means something for me too.
And if you haven't killed a lot of people, it means a lot more than when you have. I crossed that bridge a long time ago when I was a young boy.
As did I when I was a girl. We're a bunch of messed up people. And I think we're all monsters in our own right.
And we're all monsters and we're all angels too.
No.
We got the propensity to do both. Good and evil. You just try to do the best you can each day. You decide what you believe in and why you believe it, and then you live by it. You die by it.
Yes. Part of me wanted to run last night. Part of me wanted to try and help him, but I knew that no matter what I did, it was not going to work. No matter what I did, he was going to die, and I was either going to die myself by doing something drastic or forgetting everything that has happened between the rest of us. I could not forsake that.
The sad thing is, last night everything would have been fine had Hawk left Jesse alone. Not asked to speak to him. It wasn't the time. He needed to let some more time pass and think about things a little more clearly.
I think that would have been wise too.
But I'll be honest with you, Sonia, I don't think Hawk wanted to live.
No, not after that. Of course not.
After Ellie, Hawk, for his part, I think really loved her, and after Ellie,
he had nothing left.
yeah, and that's why he
There's no
gave his
saying what
gun
he
to
could have
Jesse, and I think Jesse probably took it that way, having been with him for so long. I think it was
It's the wrong
in some
thing
ways,
to say.
I think it was in some ways almost like he was asking for mercy.
Sometimes I'm scared to talk to Jesse, but I know he's reasonable. Just
I don't know. I don't ever find myself scared like that. I mean, I know what
I've
he's
always been
capable of.
scared of.
He's
I've
capable
always
of,
been scared of
you know.
people and talking to them.
uh,
Every single time I've tried to talk and open up and show my true feelings, something bad has always happened, and one thing or another. So it's just, I shouldn't be afraid of somebody like that. Somebody who would die for me, and I would die for him.
I mean,
I would die for you.
he pulled that trigger for each and every one of us. You
I
imagine
know.
the weight that has, and even if
I know.
he believes 100% that he's right, somewhere deep
And
down and inside of him, because I seen it
he
by his
knows.
grave, he knows that Hawk, he's gonna miss him, but his
He's
family,
gonna miss.
and he didn't
Well,
want
of
to be in
course.
that position to do that,
No, he killed a brother.
but he did it for the rest of us.
I know he did. I know. It's like he killed that bear. I can't abandon somebody who does that for someone like me.
Right,
He could have easily let the bear kill me. He didn't.
and that's something that each one of us ought to be thinking about. Now,
I know.
we need to know what where Ellie's mind is.
I just
Because
hope he doesn't hurt her. If she disagrees with him, I just hope she doesn't, because I know she's feeling this stronger than I think any of us are.
what I
She
imagine
was
she
afraid of
is.
him.
Afraid of
She was
Jesse?
afraid. No, she was afraid of Hack and
Alright
what
then.
Hack might do.
Then it's over. She don't have
She
to be
needs.
afraid no more.
I know she doesn't, but she's still gonna feel something about it.
Of
Like
course she
how I
is.
felt when Hack said that he wasn't gonna do it. We could have believed him there.
Yeah, he could have.
Could have believed him right there, but in the future it was gonna happen. Undoubtedly. And I feel evil for that, but I know it was true.
Like I
Oh,
said, I think it was kind of a mercy, to be honest. As
it
cold as
really
that may
was.
seem, it was
It
only going to
was.
get worse. It was only going to
It's
be
only
the
gonna
next
get
time.
worse. It's
That's all.
exactly true. That's exactly how I thought. Why I needed so many days to think and to get that damn Turdigator for him, and mourn in my own process. I think is a good way of putting it. I needed to mourn. Thank you for talking to me, Ben.
Yeah, sure. Um,
I don't.
we need to find Jesse and we need to
We
find
do.
Ellie. We need to find out what Ellie's mind is, and maybe she'll open up to you. But I tell you, I swear to God, I hope she didn't. There's one path that if she chose, that's not going to be good.
What I really. I'm scared that she's gonna. Something's gonna happen, and I'm scared of it. Like it was before. I gotta. Oh, I can't think about it. I
But I
cannot.
can understand her being upset, and I can understand her and not wanting to ride with us no more, and I can understand,
I understand that too.
whatever she decides to do, but she needs to think real carefully about about. I like Ellie a lot, I really do, but there's a path that's going to lead to the
I'm
bad
afraid
things.
of her dying
If she
because of this.
if she changes, if she goes down that path, I don't think there's anything that anyone can do about it.
I know. Back to Strawberry.
All right.